Now, Storm Tracker 9 weather with Chief Meteorologist Justin Stapleton.
I started off chilly this morning, actually a little lower than what my forecast was for this morning. We got down to 31 degrees, so if you had to get out this morning and scrape the car, guess what? Better get those muscles used to doing that because you'll likely be doing some scraping on the car at least the next couple and probably throughout the rest of the weekend as well. It means we've got cold air continuing to spill in across the northwest. In fact, we could be looking at some of the coldest temperatures we've seen so far this year. The coldest that we got this year was back in January when we got down to 20 degrees. That was it. Otherwise, it's been fairly mild for most of the fall so far, but we're still looking at a little bit of cloud cover heading southward. Again, this is kind of that high cirrus clouds that you saw, kind of that milky look throughout most of the day. Freeze warnings are out for mainly Coos County in towards Douglas County as well. Could see first hard freeze conditions with temperatures below freezing, even out towards the beaches, and that does include Coos Bay as you get up towards Reedsport as well. We turn on the radar sweep, nothing happening out there. It's going to continue to stay fairly quiet throughout the rest of the 7-day forecast as well. High pressure taking care of any rain chances for us. Right now, we're at 37 degrees already in Newport, 43 in Corvallis, 40 now in Eugene, 38 in Cottage Grove, dew points in Eugene at 32 degrees, so we're right at freezing. And what happens when you get that cold, dry air mass, the lower the dew point goes, the faster in the evening the air temperature races down with it as well because there's no moisture to kind of keep things a little less than where it should be, where it starts to head southward. Basically, the drier the air mass is, the faster it can cool at night. 28 out in Bend, 26 in Sun River, and around 42 as you get towards Roseburg. So the coldest we've gotten so far this season has been about 28 degrees back on the 29th, right before Halloween. January 12th was that 20 degree. That's the coldest this year. We could be approaching record lows over the next couple of nights, and for the next 7 nights, I think we'll be at or below freezing, including a very frosty start for us. So any patchy fog that does develop in the valley, which it probably will be freezing fog, so that'll just add a little bit of extra caution if you're headed over bridges and overpasses because it will stick to elevated areas, that is. So there's that big trough, the low itself moving most of the precipitation in Northern California, cold air mass moving in from western British Columbia, and high pressure offshore making sure that continues to stay very dry and very, very chilly over the next couple of days. In addition, you can see the wind starting to pull offshore. That is also a drying component to our forecast, which will keep sunny skies along the coast, but will also keep things very chilly inland as well. Afternoon highs will struggle to get into the mid-40s in the Umpqua. I do think we'll start off with some morning freezing fog. You can see those overnight lows for tomorrow as well, sitting well into the upper 20s. Could be talking mid to upper 20s in the Cascades as well, sunny and windy, so that 30 degrees will feel more like about 22 and 23 with the wind chill, and a very, very cold start, single digits in spots in Sun River and Bend, and temperatures just approaching freezing, but it will stay sunny for tomorrow and in the valley. Freezing fog in the morning. I'm going to go mostly sunny for us tomorrow. I think as the temperatures above the surface start to warm into the weekend, we'll get that inversion or where we get the fog trapped on top of us, but we may be okay for tomorrow. So AM freezing temperatures along the coast the next couple of mornings, but then a great looking weekend forecast with sunny skies and back up into the mid to upper 50s. Inland, it'll be a little colder than that, mid 40s over the next couple of days, and then finally getting up into the 50s, and we'll get those temperatures above freezing by Sunday and Monday. In the Cascades, no problems up there. We'll be looking at temperatures well into the 30s and 40s, and in the valley, freezing fog the next couple of mornings, guys, and I do think we've got a good chance. 23 is our record low for early tomorrow morning, so we're going to approach that, and it could be even colder in some of the outlying areas as well.
All right. Bundle up. All right.